Watch and learn how easy it is to do this two-layer applique project on your happy embroidery machine. In this first video, see how the digitized file should be set up with the matching pre-cut shapes. Then watch the follow-on videos to see how this makes everything very easy to do. First, let's look at how the digitized design should be set up. For each layer of applique, there should be 2 steps. So in this 2-layer applique design, the digitized file is set up in 4 different steps. The first thing that should sew is the initial placement stitch, which you see here. The placement stitch sews on the garment, and the machine will then pause so the operator can align a matching shape on top of the stitch. Next, a tack down stitch should sew to anchor the shape to the garment. As a hint, the tack down stitch should be a light density zigzag like you can see here. You can see the blue background through the stitching. It isn't solid. And it should sew slightly inside of the outline. And finally, make sure it's set up as a different color in the design. You'll see why later. Third to sew is the placement stitch for the second layer. It can sew immediately after the tack down for the first shape, but the machine must pause sewing after sewing the second placement stitch so the operator can lay down the second shape on top of it. The fourth and final step in the design for this 2-layer applique will be the tack down stitch for the second shape. Like the first, it should sew in a light density towards the inside of the edge of the shape and set up as a different color from its placement stitch. Finally, a little creative add-on at the end of the design makes this project a little more personalized for the wearer.